Hi Pisces. Sorry, I've been ill, very ill, and I'm recovering. Yes, 2 weeks of absence, but I think that those of you who are connected with me truly know that I don't disappear. I've told you that many times. I don't disappear to not come back. This might have happened to some of you. It has been a journey to hell, physically, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. And now that we have Mercury direct since Friday, on the 3rd of June, there's clarity that is coming slowly but surely. This week, especially Pisces, as you're healing, as you're letting yourself go inside, you will find a depth that perhaps you never touched before. You have here the Hermit. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. So here, what it's calling to is that you are yourself a mentor. And that perhaps this illness or whatever you have gone through that is perhaps the worst in your life that has ever happened until now. It's very possible. Something, a hell that you didn't know existed, has broken you open, has enabled you to see more clearly, go into your root issue. You know, sometimes and often we're just going through our day and through our life, and we're just, there's bad moments, good moments, but we just keep going on, right? But there are those crucial moments of like a really tragedy, where we realize that we can no longer go on the way we were going on that path. And those big decisions, I remember 2 weeks ago we were talking about this big decision and this emotional weight versus your spiritual growth and your spiritual path. How can the two coexist? How can you coexist with a person that is not that spiritual or more egoistical? How are you compassionate? Are you compassionate to a fault, like a Pisces would do? A Pisces would sacrifice itself to death. Truly, we have this capacity, and that is darkness, Pisces, because then you are killing yourself softly. We've talked about that. And so the compassion to the overcompromising of your own integrity can no longer exist. Now you're choosing yourself, Pisces. You have here, where was it? Integrity, commitment. But for that, you need to go so deep and be so broken to the point of really surrendering to death, surrendering to, you know, this can be a physical death, it can be an ego death. We actually have ego that came through. Or it can also be spiritual, just this ego, this sense of I disappears, because you can see that no longer whatever you're doing, decisions you're making can no longer be made through the mental space. That truly you find yourself being pulled between two directions, and this indecision is making you crazy, perhaps. You know, you are a mutable sign, Pisces, and so that means that you are very flexible, again, to a fault also. And if that means that you disappear to your mission, if that means that you kill your integrity, you kill your purpose for a situation, that cannot be. So you're learning to use your opposite sign, which is Virgo. And a Virgo is very much critical, judges, is looked at the details of every situation, so that you can no longer be manipulated, because your beautiful heart, Pisces, is so open and so pure and so innocent, and you can give so much to a fault, again, that you are used very easily. And so that is coming to a stop. You're starting to wake up, Pisces, to wake up. And with this Mercury direct now, there is a sense of movement coming through. The ego card here was the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. Now, in this situation, if there is two things you need to choose from, and we do have the Lovers here, so that calls to a very intense, perhaps twin flame energy or soulmate, but also choice. It's Gemini. We are in the Gemini season, and we are heading towards a full moon in Sagittarius. So this is definitely going to give us the fire to be one-pointed focus and not let anything anymore get in the way of our work and of our truth. And you probably realizing that that's all that is left at the end of the day, that the decisions you're making are from the crown chakra. The crown chakra came through. And your third eye, that's the third eye. The crown chakra was in the pre-shuffle. And so to see from that perspective, that means that you're no longer in the ego. You're no longer thinking from fear, thinking from attachment, thinking from emotional burden. So this choice, it's an intense choice that needs to be made, is perhaps not one or the other. Maybe the two situations are doable. Maybe you can make them both work. But at the end of the day, it's not even about that situation, that decision that needs to be made. It's about how are you gonna really practice being in your center and getting into the leadership mode. I know you don't want to be a leader. You want to just hide and be the hermit, Pisces. But here, actually, this card just came through, and I don't know where it came from because it wasn't there, but it's the Emperor. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. So compassion, the true compassion, is firm. Is firm. It gives space to yourself. And perhaps you're seeing that maybe the person you are with, or the people you attract, that try to manipulate you, or that just try to put you off center. You have base chakra here. You need to ground yourself. Get strong in that energy. The leader, the Emperor, the King of Wands. This could be a fire sign also. It strongly is showing up. Aries, Sagittarius. Could be very significant. Or Leo. But this compassion is giving space. And in that, whatever you've learned the past 2 weeks, you might have seen deeper, and in seeing deeper, you're seeing your own responsibility in the issue, whatever issue that was, that the people that are around you, you have allowed. And why? Perhaps you have that ego left, right? More than you thought. Perhaps you had attachment or insecurity issues that you still need to look at. Perhaps you had all of those desires that need to be let go of, and that have hindered you to be in your power, in your work, and claim your space. Maybe you haven't claimed your space. You didn't claim your space because you were afraid. You were afraid that the person would go away, would reject you. But if this person rejects you, is that there's no love there, really, truly. If they don't respect who you are and what you need, truly, then this cannot work. It's an illusion, right? So we need to look at that. Perhaps here, yeah, we're seeing the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. We are in that at the moment, and it's very hard. Major life changes. We're seeing this movement. There's journey here, travel. You have 2 movement cards. You have positive movement forward, movement, choices, decisions. And that could have to do with all areas of your life. You are like, it's a clean slate. You're putting everything on the table And you are coming back to zero, the Fool. The Fool means that you've been washed away. Everything has been washed, cleaned up through this break, through this hellish journey that you've gone through. And now this is enabling you to actually take the key around your neck, and instead of observing and looking at what is happening on the other side, actually taking the action and opening that door, Pisces, for yourself. At the end of the day, with all those people around you, you're deciding to take the ace of the divine, which is yours and yours only. And you need to not miss that opportunity, Pisces. 4 of Cups here. You have the divine showing you, giving you a cup, and you need to see that opportunity, seize it. You have here, it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. We are getting into the real of the real, Pisces. And so, again, with the movement card, accelerated motion here, things are going to be accelerating, and you need to take that train. You need to be on the train, Pisces, because we see recognition and reward. So this is beautiful. This is you being recognized for your strength, for your truth, for the action, for the decision that you make right now. And what is most important is the healer of the ages. This is you. You are still healing. Take that time that you need this week. But really, we are getting into a climax with this full moon in Sagittarius, where in this Gemini season, we're making a decision. But this decision means that you're committing. You cannot start a spiritual path and then get derailed, because that's actually more darkness added to your life, more karma, because you were aware, but there was a bit of temptation and you got off course, right? So you're learning so much humility right now, so much, and you're learning all that because you're going to be healing others, Pisces. So you need to step into your power. And I know sometimes it feels like, I don't have any power. I just want to disappear. The Pisces sacrifice, the martyr, no. We have a mission, and that's not you, your ego, that has the mission. It's a divine that put that in you, and you need to be of service. This is higher than you, Pisces. So there could be a man holding a coin here. There is love energy also. It could be also that there was a relationship and there's a relationship that is healing, or maybe you're gonna find different ways of attempting to be with this person. Maybe things are gonna be communicated. You have the communication card here, the spirit of communication, and to give attention when you're communicating this person, number 11 here. Make sure that you listen to the tone, you listen to between the words, not the words themselves, because a lot of people can talk, but then the actions can not be the right ones, right? And so this calls to the narcissists out there. It calls to manipulation, and you might right now be experiencing and starting to see clearly how people have been manipulating you in your business, and also someone in your life when it comes to your love that has been as well playing with your heart. And that's hard when all the lessons come at once. That's hard, Pisces, but perhaps there's a reason for everything, and when all this happens, it's for a reason. So it means that you are at the bottom, and when you're at the bottom, this is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. But we have someone who truly wants to commit here, and this is also you needing to commit to your path as well, Pisces. But as you're healing, you have transformation, intuition, patience came twice. Be patient with yourself. You don't have to make a rash decision. You don't have to make a decision that is extreme, Perhaps things can be worked out. Perhaps there can be a second chance given. But in all of that, it's not about all those details, right? At the end of the day, you need to just connect with the third eye, your crown, the divine, and be silent, profoundly here within yourself with what is it? What is it that I can bring to this world? What is it that I'm here to do? And that, and only that, needs to carry all decisions around it. So if you just focus on that, clarity will come. If you just focus on, okay, this is what I want, how can I do it? Can I do it here? Can I do it there with this person or not? Should I just leave completely this person, or can I use them? But you need to get into the power of you now, using the people, not in the manipulative way that they have done to you, but you getting into the power of more firm. This is how it is. This is how things are going to be. Because you know that this will serve what? The inside, your inside, and nothing else, nobody else. So with 2 aces on the table, Pisces, it's big. With the Fool, you need to take this power and ground yourself. You have here, walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. That's true too, Pisces. Something that's not worth the effort. You need to know and see what is going to be the best situation for your energy, for your effort. How is this going to derail you from what you need to do for yourself? Is it going to distract you? Is it going to scatter you? Or what situation is going to bring you more focus, more solitude, perhaps more time to do this, the inside? What is your inside? What is your purpose and no one else's? Okay. We do have here romance, sacred union, companion. So that is definitely on the table. But how are you dealing with that? Perhaps to escape from the situation is not the solution, because then you're just gonna continue escaping and continue doing the same mistakes later on. So perhaps it is to stay, to give another chance and see how you've changed, how you put the rules, how you become the teacher, the mentor. In this way, you cannot let anyone rob you away from your purpose, from the divine within you, because you will get sick. You will not be able to go on, Pisces. You're a spiritual being first, and you know that. Okay, so respect yourself, respect your work, and get focused, get to work, instead of being in the wishy-washy, I don't know, this, that, the emotion. Yeah, we need to go through it. We needed to confront ourselves with ourselves, to face ourselves. Sometimes we feel we have faced, but no, we haven't. Deeper, there's a break that needs to happen. And deep down there, in that darkness, the clarity is found, Pisces. Okay, so I love you. I hope this was helpful. Please take the time you need for yourself. Don't feel that you have such responsibility that you cannot take that time for yourself. Okay, the real ones will stay by your side. The other ones will fade away. You stay here, Pisces. I'll see you very, very soon. I promise. Love,